How's everybody doing?
Outstanding, sir!
All right, my name's Captain Flores. I'm here to give you your oath of enlistment. It's an opportunity I get. It's not my normal jobs to do these ceremonies, so it's my pleasure to be here. And thanks for the family members, recruiters, and back. I'm glad you all can see the ceremony as well. I'm going to talk to you real quick. Is anybody have the applicants prior service? Nobody?
No, sir.
All right. I talked to all the applicants before they either dep in or ship out about a few points I think are important for everybody to understand before they actually start their careers in the military. First thing is that there's not a whole lot of people in the armed forces. It's only 2% of the country, so that's a real small group of people like yourselves who are doing a lot of hard work right now. They're spending a lot of time overseas doing multiple deployments, a lot of time away from friends and family members, and that's all for the benefit of the rest of the country, so that's important for you to understand. You're going to go through a few schools as you go through careers. You're going to go to your basic training, and then you're going to go to a follow-on school that's going to teach you all about the job that you just signed up for. You'll probably go to a few other schools. And the one thing that all the services have in common, doesn't matter which one you join, is that they all try to teach you about morals and values. They try to teach you about being responsible, about being disciplined, and just about doing the right things in general. So I think anybody who enters the service gets something from that aspect of it. Right now, I'm sure you're still tracking on the news. There's obviously two major conflicts still going on. You've got Iraq and Afghanistan. So what that means to everybody these days is that you all have the potential to deploy. It depends on what your job is, which unit you go to, and then a few other factors. But if you do get the chance to deploy, you can learn a lot of real valuable lessons from that. You're going to see a totally different country. You'll be able to see a totally different lifestyle, and you'll see a different government set up. And after you see that with your own eyes, you can have a little bit of greater appreciation for the way that we have our government set up and all the different freedoms that we have that we normally take for granted. It's not going to be a totally easy career. Everybody in here is going to go through some challenges here in the near future. It's going to be different for all of you. It might be physically demanding, or it might be morally or mentally demanding. But in the end, you're going to be better people for having gone through those challenges and for having served a few years in the military. So once again, just like to commend you for making the decision that you're making this afternoon, because you don't have to be here if you don't want to be here. A lot of other people aren't standing here, but we definitely appreciate seeing big groups like yourselves who are willing to enlist in the military. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Respond out loud to these following questions, and then we'll get to the oath. Have you been briefed on, and do you understand the DoD's applicant briefing on separation policy, restrictions on personal conduct in the armed forces, and UCMJ Articles 83, fraudulent enlistment, Article 85, desertion, and Article 86, absent without leave, unauthorized absence?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Does anyone have any questions or reservations about enlisting at this time?
No, sir.
During the oath of enlistment, you will have the option to say swear or affirm, and the option to say, so help me God. Does everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Michael Fairfax,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and that I will obey the orders
and I will obey the orders
of the President of the United States
of the President of the United States
and the orders of the officers
and orders of the officers
appointed over me,
appointed over me,
according to regulations
according to regulations
and the Uniform Code
and the Uniform Code
of Military Justice.
of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right, congratulations. Put your arms down. You can stand at ease. Just relax. Right now, we're going to go back across the hall into that room, and we're going to finish signing your contracts. We're doing that using your biometrics now, so using your fingerprints and your photograph instead of actually signing it. So starting with this first row, you can face to your left and follow me across the hall.